Oh, everybody. I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I was on procrastination mode. I actually made dinner in about 2.5 hours, if you can believe that. I kept it simple, simple, simple. but, uh, and I had a very, very small turkey that only took 2 hours to cook. It was a 10-pound turkey. So we had a very, very relaxed, non-pressured um, Thanksgiving. I just kept procrastinating, getting in the kitchen cooking, and usually I'm that. I get up at 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning normally, and I'm in the kitchen immediately cooking. I just couldn't get myself moving. I didn't even start dinner until 4:30. So literally, we ate at 7. Everything was done by 7, and I went, yeah. I boiled my sweet potatoes and drained them and whipped them with butter and brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. And I went, I hope it tastes good because I've never made them this way. Actually, it was really good. It's really simple. And um, I made the stuffing on the side and I put it rather than stuffing my bird, I always stuff my bird. I stuff my bird with citrus and onions and some peppers and buttered the top and seasoned the top. And I didn't do anything fancy. Of course, I did the inside too. Nothing fancy. Threw it in the oven, put the timer on based on its weight, and shut the oven door and forgot it. And then I made the stuffing on the side, and because I buy rotisserie chickens all the time, I usually buy 2 or 3 at a time and strip them. And then I make broth out of the bones in my Instapot, and I'll cook the bones down with seasonings and vegetables and stuff, and make really good broth out of it. I had 3 quarts of it in the freezer, so I just grabbed one out and when I made my stuffing, I used the fresh chicken broth. And then I'm like, I don't really want a casserole, I decided to throw it in muffin tins. It made me think of that. My daughter did that once. I think is where I came up with it. So I threw heaped up muffin tins, did a whole muffin tin full of about 1 cup serving for each muffin of cornbread, or not cornbread, of stuffing. And I usually make homemade chutney, cranberry chutney, and all from scratch. And I had grabbed a can of just whole cranberry sauce, cracked that open. I said, good enough. And then my husband asked me later, he goes, well, you had some left from last year. Because like when I make the homemade chutney, because you put lemon in it, it gels up. So I canned a bunch of it. And because I like to eat it like with cream cheese and stuff like that throughout the year. I go, oh, I forgot I even had that. You must have 6 jars there because I always make a great big batch when I make it. I told them I just wasn't up to it. I didn't think I forgot all about having that up on the cabinet. So it was just quick, easy, simple, basic dinner. Didn't do any gravy. I didn't do any because I don't like gravy. So my husband gets to suffer through not getting gravy, but I don't like it. Didn't not to make it. But very simple dinner, quick and easy. And I wasn't exhausted afterwards. And I still got the chicken stuck in the refrigerator ready to go. Hi, Kelly. I'm adding people as you're popping in the room. And I got you, Red Dragon, too. I did. Anyways, it was a simple, easy. Thank you, everybody who sent me Thanksgiving wishes. I was in total procrastination mode, though. And I swear I'm never going to make a feast of a dinner again. I'm going to do it that way. Keep it easy, simple. My new menu, it's just my husband and I. It's not like we are having guests or family or anything. It's just another meal, really. But that was my Thanksgiving. Freezing cold here in California. We're at 50 degrees right now, which is, I know the rest of you that live in the Midwest or in the East Coast are going, well, that's not cold. Well, it is when you're used to 110 during the summer. So when it flips over to the cold, and we've had rain, so we have that moisture in the air that we don't usually have because California. This is a very dry climate. Um, from the rain, you feel cold. So those of you that live in like Oregon, I grew up in Oregon. Um, I love rainy climates. It doesn't bother me when I live there, but I'm not acclimated to that kind of cold anymore because I've been in California for 30 years. So I'm freezing. I'm wanting to move to rainy snow country in Maryland. So that should be interesting when we finally get the house on the market and sold. Still don't have a house on the market, but we're working towards that, slow and steady. Those of you that are waiting for your $2,000 dividend check, I guess is what they're trying to call it, don't hold your breath. Don't see that coming. And those of you that are watching that are on Social Security, like I am, all these, ignore all those Social Security. Everybody's going to get big bonuses unless you see it in mainstream media with a bill attached to it having been voted in Congress. Don't hold your breath. You don't have to run and check your account every day just to see if it, because there's a lot of misleading websites about Social Security giving all kinds of bogus information. The only one I've watched that I would even slightly trust, and the guy that does it used to be one of the head officers in one of the Social Security, and I don't know what that channel's called, but he uses the person to tell you, no payments are coming out. None of this. He talks a lot about what his benefits and some of the changes. He keeps up on the actual documentation going for Social Security. I would more trust him than anybody else. But if anybody's reporting money is coming our way, I wouldn't hold my breath unless you see it actually landing in your account and you get that surprise. Don't count on it. Don't budget any kind of whimsical money in. Most likely isn't going to happen. And I've been sort of avoiding the news lately, mostly because it's on repeat and ugh. I read the headlines and I might pop into one or two, but after one or two, I'm over it. I'm just like, I don't want to hear Trump's voice. He makes me cringe. But I'm going to do a reading for the collective. I hope everybody did have a good Thanksgiving, though. And my daughter had surgery 2 days before Thanksgiving. She called me and told me she was out of the hospital, feeling great. And then she called me yesterday and said, well, I didn't call you, Mom, because I didn't want to worry you. I was back in the hospital. I just got back out. She was in so much pain, that post-surgical pain, that they readmitted her because she couldn't get her pain under control. She had 3 major surgeries, did bowel hysterectomy and a bladder repair, all from her last child, caused prolapse in all 3 organs. So she was getting that all repaired, and she couldn't handle the pain. And my daughter has never had health problems, so she doesn't get the flu. She's one of those people that just doesn't get sick. So threw her for a loop. So I guess her husband, they were supposed to have company over. They canceled that. And Brian and the kids ordered Chinese food. He didn't make Thanksgiving because he said it just wasn't the same without her home. And that's her holiday. So they were doing it today, I guess, and having people over. And he was going to do it, but he wanted her at home and well rested before he did that. I thought that was really sweet of him. My son-in-law's a really good guy. But they ordered Chinese and had Chinese food for Thanksgiving. It was just him and the kids. My grandkids love Chinese food. So, and I said, I was glad she didn't call. And I told her, well, I didn't call her because I figured she just got out of the hospital. She's going to be tired. I know she's not cooking or anything, but I just was letting her have that quiet family time. And usually she gets drug into her in-laws' house, and she hates going up there. And They always demand that they show up. And she lives in New Jersey, and the other grandparents live in Long Island. And they're a family of 6. There are 4 children, and 12 and under. Most of them are 9 and under. Thanks. I don't need it right now. Just sit in the living room. Thank you, though. Into a car, drive from New Jersey to Long Island in non-stop bumper to bumper traffic. I don't blame her. I told her I would never expect, when I moved out, I would never expect her to get in the car and come to my house on a holiday weekend. I said, if you want us for a holiday weekend, we'll come to you. That makes more sense. Yeah. It's easier for 2 people to get in a car that can drive and take our time getting there, show up early, avoid traffic and all that. And then lived in Vegas, we went over all the time. And between where I live in Vegas, Los Angeles and Vegas, which is 300 miles south of me, it's an easy drive, even when it snows. And yes, the California Pass, the Hatchby Pass going into Las Vegas gets quite a bit of snow. It snows in Vegas this time of year too sometimes. They're high desert, so odd weather patterns. Most of the time, Vegas and my area are within 10 degrees, 5 to 10 degrees of each other year round. We get a storm here, the next day they get it over. Vegas, literally on the map, is literally on the other side of the Sierra Nevada mountains from where I'm living. So draw a straight line over. Anyhow, for the collective, I get the underlying card of the reading is the Emperor. And I'm feeling like that we're our Emperor. We're focused on, this is our energy, not the administration's energy. We're focused on our energy, our family, our getting together, the holiday spirit, discussing how we're going to get through the holidays without feeling like, things aren't, I don't think people are going to be spending the money on the holidays. They're going to make the best of the best, but not go out outrageously ridiculous like Americans do at holidays. Things are going to be moving swiftly for the this period of time as we're going on. We do have worry on our minds, but we're letting go of that worry. We're not going to do all the focusing on our worry. So we're letting the things that aren't serving us well, pouring that down the drain and just separating ourselves from it. We are going to focus on making the best of what we have and the togetherness of the people we love. That's what makes a happy family, the happy family card. As we come into the reading, the energy that we're flowing into the reading is this 10 of Wands. We've decided to pack our bags and to move away from things that are just burdensome and overwhelming, and moving on to a happier life, focusing on what's important to us, our beliefs, our family, our neighbors, that the collective, rather than worrying about the sky falling and all that energy, negative energy. I think we're just all tired of it. We'll do the best we can through periods of time. We'll take the advice from people like me and other people out there saying, stock up on dry goods and things like that. So if for some reason we have food shortages, you have food. Make sure you have beans and rice and flour and sugar and stuff. Even if you don't know how to cook, if you have access to the internet, you can make bread. Oh, yeast. Make sure you have a little jar of yeast, stick it in your freezer. Yeast doesn't go bad in the freezer. It preserves it. But it's very easy to make bread. It's very easy to make a pot of beans. I always suggest people, if you've never had them, never bought them, is in your meat department someplace, there will be smoked ham hocks. It's just, the ends of the feet. They don't have the hooves on them. But you buy a package of 2, and there's 2. It's 1, but it's cut in half. They're smoked. Throw that. There's a lot of meat on a ham hock because it's off the leg. Um, Throw it in your pot of beans and just let it simmer away. It will flavor your beans beautifully, regardless of what type of beans you're making. It's also great in potato soup and things like that. Also, even if you don't eat a lot of canned goods, go down that canned good aisle. Right now is the time of year where canned foods are on sale. Um, and stock up on any canned goods that you would eat if you didn't have fresh or if you didn't have frozen. Put a few extra in there. And what I do is I don't eat a lot of canned food. I usually buy fresh frozen or fresh. Um, but I always have at least a half a dozen cans of green beans and peas and things like that, even though I eat them, the frozen ones. Um, because if I'm out of the frozen or I'm just wanting the quick vegetable, sometimes it's just easy to open a can. But when I clean my pantry out, when they start giving the food giveaway bags and stuff like that, that's when I rotate my vegetables. And those usually come out in November and December. They'll start collecting foods. I will rotate because I can replace them easily. Everything's on sale. I will rotate last year's stock out. Canned goods have a multiple year shelf life. They are stamped on the can. They can go bad, but it's several years down the road. So just refresh your cabinet and donate what's in there and still good. That way you're not wasting money and it's going to families that need. So it's one way of one, keeping a fresh rotation in your cupboard, but also helping those in need. And my mom used to joke I could come grocery shopping when I was in college. I was a single mom and had a toddler. My sister used to get mad because she was still in high school. My mom said, "Come over, anything I have more than two of, you can have some." And I would go grocery shopping in her pantry. So if you have a college-age kids, go through your pantry, make them a food bag. It may not be what they want to eat, but it is food, and it packs over nicely. So, anyways, that's my suggestion. I buy meats that are on sale. Some grocery stores, I shop at a store called Winco. I don't know if that's available in your area. I know they are a big store, but I don't know how far east it goes. At Winco, if it's labeled if the price tag on the shelf is labeled in green, it is a reduced from normal price. That is the color coding that they use. All the other tags are yellow with the black print. The ones that have the green on them, it's a lower price. If you do watch them on certain things you like to buy or things that you would like to buy, but they're too expensive, you see that green tag, remember what it used to be marked at, and it's probably reduced $1 or $2, or even 50 cents. Or reduction's reduction. So, but they have the summer sausages out that they sell at Christmas time. So I bought a great big one for like $3, three something. Little small ones were more than the big one. I love those because I like to do just like cheese and crackers and sliced fruits rather than cook a meal. My husband will I do that periodically. Make a nice cheese board and cheese and sausage and some fruits and stuff, and watch a movie and snack on that rather than make a big dinner. So that's good for stuff like that. Anyways, the center of the reading, we have a full card. This is at the beginning of our new journey for this year coming forward. And yes, we're going to all take that leap of faith and trust in God that we're going to go in the right direction. God or your higher power. I don't want to get religious on you because some people get upset. But whatever your higher power is, trust in the Spirit where Spirit's guiding us. We are starting a new journey. There's going to be a lot of changes this year. Some things will happen very fast. The fixing of our economy will be slow and progressive. It will happen, but it's going to take some time. We'll probably still be struggling through the midterm elections and stuff. But we're going to make it. We're all going to make it. We're working in unison together. This is us working together as a collective, moving forward, being supportive of people we love, friends, neighbors, each other, We have support groups amongst us that we talk to outside of these forums. It's a great place to connect with people. So, do connect with people around you and stay connected, because we all need somebody to talk to sometime, and it's a wonderful thing to do. Above us, we're the King of Cups. This is, I think, we're the Democratic Party. We're standing for what we believe in. We are trusting that by standing in our beliefs and not caving into the rhetoric, we are going to make this through this. And yes, I do see a blue wave coming in November. And the more the politics go on, the more they're burying themselves. Underneath, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is our ability. This is that feminine side, that financial feminine side. We are taking care of our needs. We're being frugal with our money. We're connected with our guides, our higher powers, to keep the stability going in our family, stability and financial security. We're watching how we're spending our money now. We're being very frugal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm on strike for shopping this week and next week, so I'm not ordering anything, and I'm not going shopping. None of the big chain stores or anything. I think that's a great idea. I think the Christmas sales are going to be atrocious this year anyways. They're not going to make money. People will buy for their children, but they're not getting the toy store this year. They're getting one really nice gift, probably clothes, and they're getting the 1960s Christmas that those of us that were born in the 60s and 70s got. Lots of clothes, pajamas, underwear, essentials. Anyways, I hope most of you are laughing, because I got them every year for Christmas growing up. And that new bike, the big gift. Okay. Where we're going in our future is that Queen of Wands. That's our creative energy. That's us being creative on how we're spending our time, how we're raising our family, how we're bringing security to our things. It's that fire energy. We're taking action to make sure that we have what we need and that we have a normalcy about ourselves. Even if things are tighter and tougher right now, we are pulling that spiritual energy and that guidance and that creativity to make everything feel totally normal and not tight and stuff like that, while we're being frugal. And those of you who are parents, we all do this. So I think that's in our nature, regardless of, as I told my daughter, well, we were dirt poor. I just made sure you lived in a middle class. You were raised like I was. So I paid more for rent and I gave up on other things just so that I could raise you in that station, even though financially I didn't belong there, because it was important to me. Plus, I was doing that to put her in a better school district. We do what we have to do. So I didn't have hairspray most of the time, and I ate an apple and whatever I had leftovers in the kitchen for lunch, and I didn't eat out because I was paying $200 more for rent than I could afford. It was worth it. Our environment's the Seven of Wands. We're staying connected with our higher self. We're rising above the situation, and we're taking action to do that. And holding into our beliefs, doing what we need to do to get by, those kind of things. But we're very connected spiritually, and we're very creative on how we're achieving, meeting all the needs of our family and those we love. We are having a few sleepless nights over this with the nine of swords. We feel like we're always bumping into obstacles, but we're also finding solutions on how to work through these obstacles. These obstacles are not permanent. These obstacles are just that. A little bit of setbacks. We just have to learn that give and take. What's important. We have that want list and that wish list, and that need list. And we're working on the needs, and we're getting feathering in a few wants, and the rest is all wish. And we're not bothering with that wish list right now. The advice from Spirit, 2 cards came out. The 5 of Pentacles. That's that feeling like we're being left out, left behind, not able to get up and access that. It's a form of depression. It's a form of feeling insecure financially. Trust yourself. We're in the beginning of a new cycle with this Eight of Pentacles. This Eight of Pentacles is telling us that we're starting this new cycle and we're going to be going through a new cycle. That is going to bring us forward into much more positivity. And the final outcome card of this reading is the Hermit. Know that we're constantly guided by our guides and our spiritual beliefs and the higher power. So have faith that we're moving in the right direction, and know that everything is going to work out great. So that is the reading for the collective. Dean may or may not be joining us. The program's running right in the middle of his being a father and his daughter. He was taking his daughter to work. He was leaving about the time we were starting. How long if he'll be able to join us or not. But he'll probably pop in. If he doesn't join us online, he'll be in the room. He's probably listening. I know he's out there driving around. And they got snow in his area yesterday. He's in that snow belt in the Midwest. He's in Nebraska. And they got pretty good with snow. So I'm sure that him dropping his daughter off at work is pretty hectic right now. Gerald, I see you got your donation in, and Gerald will be my first reading today. Go through and make sure I have everybody on. I can't bet 2 people. Myself and Samurai. I'm having problems seeing on my right eye, so it's making it difficult for me to read. Samran. Yeah. Okay, I take questions for $5 donations. The link is to my PayPal is in the link, or if you just want to donate. I prioritize those that are asking for either general reading or donation question. Anybody I get a donation from will be a priority reading. If you do send the donation to my Zelle account, just let me know that you've sent it over, because it takes, the bank's closed, but it takes a few minutes for that to transfer over. I'm looking through my list of make sure I've got everybody. Oh, there's Dean in the background. Hey, Dean, jump on with us. All right. I've got 8 people on the list, starting with Trend Zone. I also have Tammy, Marby, Tony, Brenda, Trend Zone, who's going to be first. I'm going to pop him up real quick. Kelly Shockley, Red Dragon, Wolf Silk, and more. Sounds good, Kelly. I saw you comment. There it is. 9 on the list. Okay, and I got Samron. I got you on the list too. Okay. Trend Zone. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. I'm gonna flip over where I can see I have a hard time reading the stream when I'm reading, but I'll try. Something in smiley face. Okay. I live near everybody like I did when I was in college. We used to do the the college leftover misfit. My mom always sponsored anybody that was friends of ours that couldn't go home for the holidays. Was invited them over and had a great big thing to do and had everybody bring something. A lot of it was store bought stuff, but who cares? It was just more the festivity of having some place to go to celebrate. Those of you that are parents, college age students, tell them to bring a friend that can't make it home, and invite them in. Oh, they so appreciate it, and it really just makes for fun. We grab all the games out, movies, and had all kinds of things going on. Had a great time. My mom was. My mom looks a lot. I look a lot like my mom, and my mom's very, very soft spoken. So everybody always thinks, oh, brown and eggshells. She's that. Wouldn't you see a bad mouth, and my mom would start telling jokes. The filthiest jokes you've ever heard. My mom, what she looked like and what she joked about was hilarious. She'd have people doing a comedy act, people rolling on the floor. It was always fun. Those were the good old days. I loved college. I loved a college year. My mom always said I was going to become a professional college student. I actually went to college for 10 years. Two rounds. I did the first 3 years, dropped out, and then went to work, and then I went back to college and went 7 years and changed my major five times. Yeah. I just couldn't get enough of it. And did double row for you. Okay, the unknown card of the reading turns on is synchronicity. So things are going to start falling in place. You're in alignment with your guides and your destiny. I love that. It is followed by the Nine of Pentacles, financial security. So, and oneness, your connection with your higher divine energy. Your connection with your spirituality, your spirit guides, God, the divine. Love it. And the Action of Pentacles, which is Knight of Pentacles. You're going to have finances coming. It's the slowest night. But in this one, the shadow of this night, this horse, he is galloping. So it's a slow and steady pace of finances, money coming in towards you. I love it. And the masculine leverage card, working in conjunction with others. I don't see this as the masculine relationship for you. I do see this as a relationship with not a love relationship, but a partnership with somebody that you're working alongside with, in conjunction with. That holds a masculine energy. So maybe you're going to start dabbling in some of those interests that you may have. You come into this reading with the Three of Pentacles. Whatever you're doing to create additional finances for yourself, you're doing it in conjunction and partnership with others right now. So you're moving forward in a very positive way in that energy. You have the Action of Wands, of course, more knights here. Action of Wands is that Knight of Wands. You're charging forward, you're using your creativity, your fire, your knowledge to move things, make things happen and go fast. I love that, here's your Midas touch reading right in the center of the reading. You get the Ace of Pentacles. Financial security, abundance coming your way. So things are going better now. All your money cards are coming back in the picture. You have the Four of Cups, opportunities, multiple opportunities coming around for you to take consideration of in which direction you want to go. Look at all the opportunities. Look at the fine print before you make any sudden decision. I know what kind of opportunities. I don't know. It could be travel. It could be, yeah. Gold. Okay, yeah, gold is really a good investment right now. It's very secure. The price of gold is doing nothing but staying stable or going up. Has been for years. I know several people that are investing in gold because it is. I always suggest that if you're going to invest in gold, don't get paper gold, get real gold, and make sure it's American gold. You know, so that you're not dinged on the sell it when you when and if you need to cash it in, because it's tax. You read up on the tax structures on that. I'm not an accountant. Well, I'm not legally an accountant, and I'm not an investor at all. But I do know that about gold. So if you're buying gold bullion, buy the real thing, not the paper gold, not this thing that says you own it. Buy the real stuff you can put in your hand, and then make sure you have a safe or safety deposit box someplace where you can safely store it and put it back, where it's not going to be easily accessed by other people. You get that 9 of Wands, more action cards, more taking action. This is, you know, you feel like sometimes there's obstacles in your way, but you know, these turtles are not going to get snatched up by that seagull. They're making it to the shore with new beginnings. Okay, new one in the room. I'm going to add you. I'm going to slaughter your name, ascending. I'm just going to call you ascending. Start from the top. Liberty goes. See, you know what you're doing. I know you keep up on all that stuff. Yeah, I think the gold market is probably the most secure investment right now. So it's certainly buying stock, that's for sure. Unless you got money to, you know, it's like gambling. If you have money to lose, it's an okay thing to do, take a risk. But I don't have that kind of money. I also don't gamble. And on the rare occasion I do, I take money with me, and when it's gone, I always jokingly say I should have just walked up to the cashier, handed it to her, and walked away. Okay. The second line, in the next up and coming week, this is where you're at now. Now we're going into what's just to follow. You get the embodiment of swords, still that King of Swords, standing in your truth. Stay true to yourself. Stand in your righteousness, be that warrior, and don't let anybody shift you offline. And I know you're not one to be persuaded by others. That you pretty much, you know, control your own life. It's followed by that Ace of Wands. So you're getting pinnacles and action, pinnacles and action. Once again, that creativity, all that, it's going to help you rise. You're going to find your security. You're going to be busy this month. You get the 8 of Wands, things are moving quickly, that came out with the 7 of Wands. Wow, we're just going to pull you all Wands and Pentacles, okay? So everything's moving quickly now as you're going through this period of time. The 7 of Wands is you're rising above it all. You're rising into that, like, you're upward. It's an advancement for you. So looks like financial advancements coming your way with these cards. Then you get the Spirit of Pentacles. That is that Page of Pentacles, reminding you about your money. Be frugal with it, but also don't be afraid to invest in things that you know are going to pay off. Do your homework. And you're on your faith's path as usual. You're made this path of financial security and taking action, doing things. So it's your Wheel of Fortune is part of what it is here for you to do. And I know you do these things as part of your self-entertainment. You invest, you like to dabble in it, you like to follow the numbers and stuff like that. But it's worked for you. So blessings to you. Trend Zone, looks like you're on a wonderful, wonderful financial and creative movement going on during this period of time. So I love your cards. I never get cards like this. You get that Temperance card all the time. Be patient. Take care of yourself. Things are going to get better. It's not a bad message. It's funny. My mom's always said I was that person that she said, you throw the cat out and I always land on my feet. Anytime anytime I'm at a point of heavy financial struggle, it's not abundance, I would say. It's just enough trickles down to help me through the moment. I'm never going to hit the lottery. I know that. I don't buy lottery tickets, so it's hard to hit the lottery if you don't even buy them. I'm not meant to be rich. I'm meant to work hard for everything I get. Now my sister, she's the one that goes up to the casino with $5 and comes home with 1,500. She has been hit over the head with this lucky street stick that I have never understood. My grandmother was like that too. Optimistic love girl, like that name. I'm adding you to the list. Since I'm not watching my PayPal, my headset's on so I don't hear it if it rings. I've been getting I don't know about anybody else, my iPhone has been blowing up with stupid ads. Black Friday ads. I am so tired of it. Normally I take my headset off, but since it's connected still, if it rings or anything, I won't hear it. And since it's dumping messages on me. Hi, Tam. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Send my love to your family. And grandmother's here with me, and she's sending you blessings. I love your grandmother's energy. The underlying card of your reading, Tammy, is that Ace of Pentacles. It's like financial stability. You got your roots planted with that pentacle. See the roots coming down through your hands. So you've got that financial stability for this period of time. Although you worry a lot about money, feeling a little bit left out in the cold financially, don't worry. It's there for you. You have friends, families, networking. You don't have to worry about things like that because you're going to be okay. And tons of cups in your card. And you have the Hierophant. That is your connection with spirit, that stairway to heaven. You're always working in the light. Your guides are guiding you through this period of time. So trust and have faith in the way things are going. And you're beginning a new journey. So you're on the new journey for this period of life. There's going to be a lot of changes coming. Take that leap of faith and don't be afraid to get out there. We walk into the beginning of this reading with the Nine of Cups. That's abundance, happiness. You are going to be fine. You're jumping for joy in the abundance. This is also your connection with family and people you love. That's that water energy, that connection. It's all coming together right now, and you're just having a very joyous period of time. Although you like to worry a little bit. Quit worrying. 5 of Cups, if it's not serving you, let it go. Sever that emotions. You've worked through all the hard things in your life. Don't allow them to creep up and sneak up on you. Just dump that energy down and move forward in a positive light with that 5 of Cups. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the holiday depression, which is honestly part of my problem right now. Is I started with November, December are really, really hard months for my family because we lose everybody over the holidays. So I've got my grandmother died in November. My father died at New Year's Eve. It's just like loss after loss, lots of aunts and uncles, and all my grandparents died this time of year. So it makes it really hard when you start losing the backbone of your family. Hold on, it's Steve. Oh, okay, I see you. I wasn't looking for you. I thought maybe you decided. join
I
me.
figured the only way to get your attention was to call in.
Yeah, you did that last time. It works. I'm like, who's calling me? No, I'm online. Usually who calls me when I'm in and hasn't done it for a long time is my daughter will call right in the middle of readings, but she knows not to call me at 2 on the weekends. But I used to do it every week, remember? Back in the day. Your
Them
final
are
card.
your friends.
Yeah. Your final card, Tammy, is the happy family, that 10 of cups. So see, you've got abundance, financial abundance around you. You've got your pentacles, and you've got the abundance of family, friends, joy. So I think you're going to do just fine, Tammy. Quit worrying about the little things. Everything's going to work out. Just know that you have all this love and joy around you. So blessings to you, Tammy. Do you want to read for Tammy, or have you thrown anything?
Give me 1 second. Okay, so it seems like you're coming at a time of worrying over things. You're starting to have your nights, your sleepless nights, or your restless nights are seeming to go away. It seems like you're overcoming whatever you're worrying about. But let's see, what else? But be mindful of whatever energy you're putting out in the universe, that you are asking for what you want, and don't have anything negative to put on it. Only ask, be specific, and be positive with it. And also be mindful of people not being or showing their true face value to you, just to make sure they're not taking advantage of you. And what else? And make sure you listen to your own instincts and listening to people of a higher power that are guiding you along your way. Many blessings to you, Tammy.
No, I was just reading ahead. You know, SCOTUS overturned the Texas remapping. And they're forcing them to go back to the maps that were drawn in 2021. So big loss for Texas. Probably have something to do with losing that because of the way they went about it. Unlike Gavin Newsom, my governor, who actually put it up for a vote. He didn't just take it upon himself to make a decision randomly, or the legislation or the state making decision. He asked the voters, what do you think? Should we redistrict or not? And the voters voted to do it. So I think when that hits the Supreme Court, I think that they may keep ours in place because he went about it through an election process, through the will of the people. So I don't know. We'll see. That's interesting. I guess there's quite a few things coming out of the Supreme Court right now. I just haven't been following up on them because I'm just so sick of politics. I can hardly see straight. So next up is, before I get so sidetracked, I don't remember what I'm doing, is Marby. Love to you back. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Really like you did. Dean and I pretended like Thanksgiving didn't happen, right, Dean? I think he's got his mic off.
Okay, Marby.
Marby.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. First of all, I feel like you're getting the 8 of Wands here. This means that things are coming, something is supposedly coming to you fast, but I guess it's taking a pause because there's something that you might need to do to accelerate it to come to you. There's something probably preventing this new change, this new movement that needs to come to you. Just be open. Sometimes when change comes, we're not always willing to change or accept the change, even if it, because we're worried about, oh, I have to use this new way of doing things. But whatever this change is, it might potentially have let's see. It might have something to do with moving forward to a new objective. Again, you might need to take a new leap of faith with the Page of Wands here. This is like needed to come outside the box and maybe taking a new leap of faith and seeing it from a different perspective with this change. And also, you will also need to act on it as look at it as what's right for you. Is you have to look at it through the lens of like, does it make sense for you? If it does, then it's great. If not, you might need to look at something else. With the Queen of Swords, this Queen of Swords is usually the one that's clear cut. She doesn't veer outside of things that doesn't typically feel right to her. She's analytical. She's driven by facts, not opinions. She's driven by truth and facts, and that is where she looks to. I also have an aligning card is the King of Swords. So this might be having to work with a partnership with somebody. This might have something to do with I would say like a partnership. If you feel like things are like not moving as well as they should, remember the swords are the types of communication you need just to open yourself up and communicate how you feel about a certain position. I do have, like I said, a couple here with the King and the Queen of Swords. So you might need to communicate how you feel. What do you get, Kathy?
Okay, well, I dropped these cards and I went, what? The first card in my reading is the Death card. Death is not literal. Although I don't know if there's somebody in your family that might be very ill, because I sort of got maybe there's somebody that is very ill around you. But this is also your new beginning, so I don't know if this is an end of a period of time and a new beginning, or if there's somebody very ill that you're going to lose, because I sort of got that feeling intuitively, and it's followed by the Tower card, and that's, I think, what gave me that feeling of that energy, that transition energy. Of maybe you're going to lose somebody that's very dear to you, an elderly grandparent or a favorite aunt, somebody very close to you in your family tie that has been ill. It's not like sudden plonk out of the moon type thing. Somebody that's headed that direction, but it's making you feel like you're having a Tower moment. If you do lose somebody during this period of time, I totally understand, because that's why I have so many problems during the holidays. But know that they're always going to a much better place. And if they've been suffering from cancers or long-term illness or anything like that, they're no longer suffering anymore. So it's a blessing in disguise in a way. Yes, we feel terrible about the loss of somebody we cared traumatically for, but we also have to cry because they get to go home now and they're no longer in pain and suffering and all that. So it's a two-issue. But I did drop clarifying cards on what this was indicating for you. The final card of the reading for the spread was that Page of Pentacles. So that's telling me that it's a messenger that you may have some money coming in. But I did do a clarifier on this Tower. I don't know if you're changing employment or anything like that, if that's something that's affecting you. But I get the Six of Pentacles, charity. So either this is charity you're putting out there, or somebody's offering you help. It could be a job offer. It could be opportunities coming your way. It could be helping you out financially. I don't know. So you get the charity card, and it is followed by the Hierophant, that Stairway to Heaven card, that rising up to the light. It's an ascension card. It's allowing you to grow and ascend. through this period of time. Your wishes will come true with the star card, and you put it out there. Realize that some of your wishes are going to start being fulfilled out there. And you're not doing this alone. You're in partnership with others with this Two of Cups. That's an emotional energy. You're not going to be going through whatever this is by yourself. You have a support system around you, and you will connect together and get through this period of time. So the underlying cards of the reading, I get that King of Swords. You're standing up to your truth. You're in your power. You're that warrior. You're going to continue standing up in that flatter energy. You are going to be going through a period of heartbreak, though. That's why I'm sort of feeling like this may be a loss of somebody that's very dear to you. And I hope not. I hope I'm wrong on that aspect. I hope it's just holiday depression and maybe past losses. I don't know. But you are going to be feeling some heartbreak. But don't worry, you're going to make it through this because you're driving your own chariot and you'll be going through this swiftly and on your terms. So drive your chariot, move forward towards your goals of what you want to do. You'll also be going through a period of nostalgia, looking at your past, looking at your memories. It's also why it's feeling like it's a loss of somebody so important to you, or somebody that you were highly connected with, is because you're doing a lot of nostalgia, people around you, the charity around you, things like that are sort of indicators that people are around you to help you through this period of time. So also walking through that memorabilia, that where you've been through your childhood, how you've come through. It could be in connection with this person, what influences they have had on your life, etc. But you're appreciating that. You're going to miss that. But things are going to go quickly. You will recover. Everything will move very quickly through this period. And the cards are telling you, stay connected, use your creativity, use your higher strength, your higher power, your connection to spirit, to your guides, to the divine. Your faith will carry you through this period of time. So I'm sorry if you have somebody that you might lose during this period of time. Blessings to you on that one, but know that it's not the end. It's just their new beginning. It's also your new beginning. That's what death and rebirth is all about, is those new beginnings. So blessings to you. God, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's not a loss of a person. I hope it's just feeling of loss, and just the change of a new beginning. But you are going to be getting through this period of time. The cards are here. They are good. It's going to be a good outcome, even if you do have a personal loss. Blessings to you. I try not to read negatively, but sometimes the messages want to come through. So just you'll be fine. So, maybe pop over the comments. And next up is Tony. My good friend Tony. I hope you and the kids had a wonderful time. I know everybody came in for Thanksgiving. Sent me an email yesterday. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, procrastinating. I'm procrastinating. I miss the years when I came from a big family growing up where would be Thanksgivings and Christmases were 50 to 100 people. I miss that big family gathering. All the men gathered up in the den watching football games. And of course, I was a girl child, so I was on kitchen duty, dishes duty. I don't know how we always got stuck doing all the housework, taking care of the little kids. But I miss it. My mom and my aunt, my grandmother and my aunt both had big families, so cousins ringing out my ears. Now we're all the elders. We never see each other because we're scattered in the wind everywhere. happen. Okay.
Let's see.
What you got for Tony?
There's definitely things in the works. The center of my reading, I do have the tower. The tower, that it doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. That this basically, the way I'm seeing these cards laid out, it just basically means you have within your power to bring resolution to whatever is going on around you. And if you want to make the power to that change, you're going to have to meditate. I got some clarification on this with my Oracle deck. It's saying meditation is to like dig deep. So you really kind of have to really dig deep into whatever the issues that are causing something to be unstable or unbalanced. I have the feeling like you are the king of cups. You definitely know how to ground yourself and reflect. You're not impulsive by any means. I don't feel like. I feel like you are very much rooted in your own nature and how you feel, and allowing yourself to express that to others in a calm way. I also see that you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is all about taking the opportunity and usually getting some type of new opportunity, whatever that manifestation's been bringing you, whatever you're brewing up. But you might have to rethink about everything. Is this like the right thing to pursue? Or you might find that you might have a better alternative. You might just have to open your heart up to it with the with the Knight of Cups as well. So you might have to open your heart up to whatever situation that's going on, that's happening around you. What did you get, Kathy?
Yeah, we're coming into the reading. I get that Two of Wands. That's that creative energy. The options are coming forward. Things are in the works, and you put things out there into fruition, and you're just waiting for those opportunities to come back to you. You've got the Hermit card. That Hermit has been guiding your path up into ascension. Just trust in that energy. Follow your gut instincts. That's your guides pushing you through this period of time. And then you have the Six of Pentacles, that charity moment. This is you being charitable and also receiving charity. Charity comes back and forth. And this could be opportunities opening up to you, or this could be you opening opportunities up to others. It's not necessarily a monetary exchange. It could be just helping the kids out. I know all your kids are in school right now, and you've got grandchildren and all that. The underlying cards of the reading I found very interesting. You get the Ten of Cups, that happy family, that abundance, that coming together with family, and all that beautiful energy around you. Then I have the Tower card too. I also got the Tower card, but it's in the underlying reading. Things may feel a little bit unstable right now, but realize that you have a strong foundation there. It may feel like a tower moment, but I don't see anything bad happening out of this, because out of those ashes are these butterflies of transition moving you forward. So and that's the first thing I noticed when this tarot card popped up, was those butterflies, that transitional period. And I think this is just that period you've been waiting for changes with some work you've been doing. And I think you're just on the verge of transition. And right after that is that Three of Wands, what probably helped me propel that direction in the reading, was you're waiting for your shifts to come in with the Three of Wands. You put that fire energy out there, you've done your presentation, you've got it out there, and you're waiting to hear back on that energy. Don't worry about it though, because you're going to be working in conjunction with other people with this Two of Cups. It's going to be very positive, very energetic. Things are going to start moving. Those offers are going to start coming in. And you started from a strong foundation with that Four of Wands. It's all action cards. So you will be taking action. Your foundation was good, where you come from, and your ideas and opportunities and the way you're looking at things came from a really great foundation. So just a matter of time still, totally a matter of time, and things are going to start falling into place. So just hold tight, quit worrying, get through the holidays. You know the change is going to happen after the first of the year when you're going to start hearing things January, going into February. When things start change, you'll start being pulled into meetings, looking at reorganizations, things like that. Those opportunities will be coming your way. So trust in that. Blessings to you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and thank you for the note. It was good. I was having a hard time getting moving yesterday, so I really appreciated everybody that sent me the happy Thanksgiving emails, because I was just sort of paralyzed and I didn't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. I really didn't sleep yesterday, but I just spent most of it procrastinating, trying to think of 1,000 other things I should be doing besides cooking dinner. Which is really unusual because I love to cook. And I've been making Thanksgiving dinner for my family. I always get the turkey responsibility and all that. I've been doing it since I was in high school, when we made turkeys in high school and put on, I don't get it. We put on Thanksgiving, the teacher's Thanksgiving party. And our cooking class cooked the turkeys for it and served them. I think my cooking teacher was trying to get on the good side of somebody. We made turkeys. I learned how to make my first turkey, and it turned out wonderful. I made turkey that year, and my mom handed the kitchen utensils to me. My sister was a fabulous pastry chef. She always made the dessert. My mom made all the sides. So that's the way we split it up in our family. Now I just do it all. I guess my sister was making Thanksgiving. My nephews don't like turkey, and they usually always go to their dad's Thanksgiving. He came from a big family. So they do a big family thing on his side of the family. So my sister usually doesn't do turkey. She usually makes a ham. So I think it's weird. Anyways, to me, it's hard to. Thanksgiving is a big family holiday to me. So I don't have much family around, and my sister didn't call and say, "Well, why don't you, Roger, come over for dinner?" And I didn't call to say, "Why don't you come over for dinner?" Since the boy, she only has the one son now. It's going to be at his dad's. She may have gone over to her ex-husband's house. They're best of friends. So I think if he was doing it at his house, she'd go over. I don't see her going over to his mom's house, though. Never know. Anyways, next up is Brenda. And I'm going to promote Brenda. I'm pretty sure she's doing a show tomorrow. I haven't talked to her today. But look in the chat if she may be listening and on. I know she does like me when she listens to my program. It's like when I'm listening to hers. Part of the time she's at the computer or on the phone, and part of the time she's cooking dinner and those things. So this is the time of day she's cooking, getting dinner ready. So I'm going to say join Brendan tomorrow. I believe Brendan and on double check on her post. She always makes an announcement when she's not coming on. It's like I didn't come on last Sunday. I can't remember what I was doing, but I got busy doing other things and just couldn't swing it in my day. I do plan on being on tomorrow, though, and I will set the program up when I get off. Okay, so for Brenda. I whined to Brenda yesterday. I'm just procrastinating.
So for Brenda, I got the Imagine and Envision card. So this to me feels like whatever you're dreaming up for yourself, now's the time to like put it to paper and make things happen. If you're feeling like you want to take a trip somewhere, then go do it. If you want to create your own deck, do it. If you want to,
That is so funny. You said both those things were the first two things that popped in my head. She needs to create a deck and she needs to take a trip. And then out of your mouth. That's funny.
well, it's a card of dreams. So that's just how I'm feeling with it. So whatever you're dreaming, now's the time to make it happen. What did you get, Kathy?
Well, I'm coming into this reading with that Queen of Pentacles. That's your spiritual connection, financial security. I always see you as this Queen of Pentacles, just very connected with spirit. It's not about the money. It's about the connection with spirit and providing sharing that portion of you, that higher power you're giving. You've got the Seven of Swords. You're always moving upward. You're rising above, being the warrior, bringing your strength and power and charging forward in life, constantly on an ascension. You're also that King of Swords. In that warrior energy, you're supportive of everybody around you. You have that strength card. You always look at the world in a 360-degree perspective. You trust in your spirit guides, your angels. And I always love this card because my totems are birds, and I don't remember what yours are. But you've got the wise owl, you have the crow here, you've got the eagle flying around you. Those are all those messengers cards. That's energy that we as readers all hold, is that spirit energy of delivering messages and sharing that love with it. Yes. I love the underlying cards that you got. So, so perfect. This is you. This is the Judgment card. This is not you're in judgment of other people, but you're connected to your higher self. You're allowing to bring that balance to people around you. And I get the Strength card. That's your strength in your, and I love it because she's half lion, half woman, and holding a lamb. That's your spiritual connection. That always reminds me of sort of the Trinity. You're on your life's path, as you well know, and you're completing your destiny with the World card. So this is Brenda. This is it's like super reflective. The Brenda I know and love. And she's very connected. She is working in her life's path. She's moving forward with strength and balance in life. But yes, I agree with Dean. What popped into my head when I was starting to look at the cards is she should work on a deck. So I hope you're working on your own deck or the deck you have made, because I know you have a deck that you use, just blank cards that you write on that you use in your readings. Put some artwork to them, get them published, put them out there for other people to use, or create a deck, because I think you'll have a lot of success with that. I have room to talk. I have one written and I don't have it put down into anything beyond the writing of the deck. I need to finish those projects. Procrastination lately is my middle name. Blessings to you, Brenda. Next up we have, and I've already read Twin Zone. I forgot to remember his name. Is Kelly Shockley. And I think let me see if she did for you. Just a regular reading.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have the center of my reading. I have the Three of Swords in reverse. This is telling me whatever heartbreak or loss or grief of separation, whatever that may, however that you interpret that, whatever that loss is, it's now subsiding. I see you as a strong leader, as the Queen of Swords, knows what you want and you know how to attain it. And you're just going to take this time and to move forward. Now, moving forward can mean many, many things, but I would say don't turn your eyesight or your hearing or your accepting of guidance that may lead you to create things or to make money out of potentially, or learning how to love again, I would say, if I do dare say. Just know that it's a healing process, whatever this is I'm getting. That's how I'm feeling about this. This is just the time that you're healing and coming out of that and learning yourself, and I guess learning how to love again or finding the joy of something. I do have the underlining card on my deck is the King of Cups. So this could represent an idea or a foundation of where you were or where you want to go, which is to be grounded and being able to offer your love and affection towards something again, to feel grounded and whole. That is what I get for you. What do you have, Kathy?
It's funny because last week when I was right before I went to bed and when came on Saturday, I had dreamt that she was pregnant. She was going to become pregnant and have that daughter I foresaw for her in her past is coming towards her again now. So I think that may be reflective of part of your reading. It's a loss, but yet she's ready now to move forward. I got right off the bat the Star card. You put your wishes out to fruition, and that's going to come back to you. Your wishes are out there. The angels and the higher powers have heard those wishes, and they will be receiving them. You're going through a period of time right now of nostalgia, right in the center of the reading. That Six of Cup card. Part of it's a time of year you're getting together with family, friends, and sisters, and just remembering childhood and all the fun times. And you're just really enjoying this period of time. We've got the Page of Swords. That Page of Swords is remember to stay in your truth. Remember that you are educated, you're bright, and you're rising at this point in time. And by standing in your truth is allowing you to stand in your power as you're moving through this period of time. You are on your life's path right now. I get the Wheel of Fortune. So, you're standing on top of your Wheel of Fortune. You're going in the direction you're supposed to go. I know with business and stuff like that. I have the Five of Swords in the center of the reading. You worry a bit. I know what you do for a living. Things aren't moving like they have been in the past, but they are moving still. Slow market, but a good market. And trust in time, the market will pick back up. It comes springtime. Well, we know how the market flows. Comes springtime in your business, things will start picking up again, and that normalcy will be in balance. Remember, you have strength, you have power, so just stay in that positive energy, Kelly. This is a time to be joyous. Enjoy the slowness of business and things like that right now. It will pick back up come springtime, and you'll have more than plenty of work to do. But in the meantime, just enjoy the holidays and being with family and friends and people you love. Everything is moving in a positive way. I wouldn't put a lot of energy into that worrying card, that five of swords. That five of swords is a strength card. So rather than worry about things not going well, know that you have the strength to get through because you've got strength cards all around you. So trust in the process. Everything's going to go great. So blessings to you, Kelly. Let me know when that baby's coming because I don't know that you're pregnant yet. I think you're heading that direction. Practice, practice, practice. Same. I'd make you laugh. Okay. And next up is Red Dragon. Get him up. There you go. What are you doing, Dean? Looks super serious.
We just read Red Dragon.
No, we didn't. We were reading Kelly Shockley. We were reading Kelly Shockley.
Well, I was Red Dragon because I'm looking at the show. When I'm looking at the show,
I was reading Kelly.
I don't know who I already read because I'm looking back at the playback and we did Red Dragon, then it went to Brenda. So
okay, I probably forgot to take Red Dragon on. Then I read Kelly. I just read Kelly.
Well, I already read Red Dragon.
Well, do you want to read Kelly?
I don't know. I've already read. We've already. I don't have cards thrown down for Kelly.
Will you throw for Kelly?
Sure.
I'm looking wrong one. The last one I did for Kelly.
Well, I'm telling you what I did because you had Red Dragon on your thing.
I had just put that one up.
You just put Kelly up. I'm telling you, you had Red Dragon up the whole entire time.
Oh.
And she's even saying she was too old to get pregnant, LOL.
Well, I know how old she is. She's not too old to get pregnant. Oh, yeah, Red Dragon's too old, maybe, but I know Kelly is.
You had Red Dragon up for the whole entire time. So.
Oh, well, my reading was for Kelly. I'm sorry.
So I'm confused. I'll leave Kelly.
All right. Yeah, welcome to my world of confusion. Kelly is the one I'm seeing having. Kelly's a little bit. I'm seeing her having a little bit of worries about business right now, but I know what she does for.
I don't know about that. Get the Queen of Wands for her, so she's inspired to do her own thing, however she sees fit. She's very creative like that. She's she's full of steam power to make it done. That's what I have for
Mhm.
her. Queen of Wands. She's also going to
Yeah.
be successful with whatever she does, because I have the Six of Wands here, which is a victory. There's that celebration there. So whatever she's set her mind to, she's going to be successful doing it. And there might be somebody in the corner with the King of Swords type of energy that she may have to work around or work side by side with. Whatever that energy is, it's going to be like, it feels like business there. Like, well, remember you have to consider this, or remember you have to, this is not the way we normally do things. So it might have to be reconciling some some legalities with whatever she's doing, but I feel like whatever it is, she's going to be successful at it. Yeah, and yeah,
Well, you know
there's,
what she does for a living? All of that would easily apply.
but anyway, that's what I got.
Sounds good. Now we'll move on to Silk. I hope I didn't slaughter your name too badly.
Did you read for Red Dragon though?
I
Because
don't
now you're
think
going
I did. I
You
read for
did?
Kelly. I think you read for Dragon. I read for Kelly, but let me throw cards for Red Dragon.
Okay.
And she probably, no wonder she thought I was reading for her. Is I jumped right to Kelly. I probably clicked Red Dragon and saw Kelly's name, and that's what I'm reading for. Okay, Red Dragon. Let's see what I get for you. Okay. Oh, these cards. Okay, I come into the reading for Red Dragon with the Two of Wands. It's a card you're going to be taking action on opportunities coming your way. That fire energy, your creativity. So weigh all the options. What's going to make your heart sing, allow you to use your creativity, and something that you're really going to want to move forward on with the opportunities and options coming your way, because that's going to bring you success. We also get the Eight of Wands in the center. This is you using that fire energy, that your knowledge, your creativity to rise above. It's also your connection with your higher self, your higher spirit, and your guides helping lead your way. Now you feel like there may be some obstacles in this, in what you're foreseeing. We all come up with some obstacles, but remember, that fence is not really in your way. It's just one step over, taking action to move forward, and you'll get past any obstacles that are in your way. It's just a slight obstacle, not something that's going to stop you from achieving anything. What this opportunity is going to do, it's going to bring balance to you with the Judgment card. This is not a legal issue coming up, but it's a finding of that balance, moving in that higher energy, allowing you to ascend into that higher energy and to gain even more balance. On top of balance, you get the Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow-moving knight, but is the steady financial knight that's going to bring financial opportunities and security your way. You're not doing this alone, though. You're doing this in conjunction with partnerships with 3 or more people. There's probably a business opportunity or business related with, or it could be family related, but it's the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of you coming together to do some kind of financial endeavor that's going to bring prosperity to you. And of course, you get the Strength card. So you're moving forward with this, with that strength and that energy that's going to be very positive and very enlightening for you. So I love your cards. They're great cards. It's very positive opportunities coming your way that you're going to be finding financial security, balance, and working with others. I think those are all things that you really enjoy doing. So blessings to you. So sorry for the mix-up. I'm going to blame my scatterbrain. now we will go to Silk 100. And if you've already thrown, are you ready, Dean? I will.
I didn't.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to start with the underlying cards. That's what Spirit told me to tell you first. The underlying card of your reading is the Two of Pentacles. This is financial balance coming your way. Yay. I don't know about everybody else, but now is the time we need financial balance. That's for sure. You get the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is any of the fours are foundation cards. The Four of Swords commonly in readings are you taking the time to be reflective on what's happened in the past, to learn from those lessons, and then to use that strength from the battles you fought in your past to help you move forward. So things coming up will be moving very swiftly with this Eight of Pentacles, or with this Eight of Swords. That's that fire energy. Things moving fast. And it is going to bring you financial prosperity with the Nine of Pentacles. So that's wonderful. And this is a period of time where you're taking that leap of faith and moving forward into your new journey. So this reading is starting to propel you forward. You get the Knight of Wands. This is that fast moving knight, that knight taking action, taking charge, charging and moving forward into your next adventures. You've got two opportunities with Two of Wands coming. You have opportunities coming your way that you're going to have to make a decision on which direction you want to go. Use that creativity, use your fire energy, that strength, and go towards the one that makes your heart burn and that you will enjoy doing. It's an action card, and you've got lots of wands in your cards right now. So take those opportunities and run and roll that dice and know that you get the Ace of Wands, more fire energy, that everything you're doing during this period of time is going to involve knowledge that you've obtained through your lifetime and that willingness to take action to make things happen. So know that all these opportunities coming your way. Go full charge ahead. When you decide which direction to go full steam ahead. You are not going to lose. It is going to bring you prosperity in return. So blessings to you.
Okay, so what I have in the center of my reading is the Five of Cups in reverse. So whatever issue that was, I guess, irked you, it's now time, you're moving on and you're looking forward to what the positive of whatever it is. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing things now that with the Eight of Swords in reverse, you're seeing the things that clearly now, things that were probably hidden, that were really not, they weren't hidden, they were hidden in plain sight. Now you're able to see clearly now whatever that you were going through. You're going to make the conscious decision to do things your way and on your terms with the King of Swords. You're definitely going to be working with what feels right to you, what feels justifully right to you. And you're going to do so with a soft approach. With the Queen of Cups, you're going to do so with a loving and healing energy. So that is what I have for you. Many blessings.
Next up is Samaran, and I'm gonna run a general one. I haven't got a donation for you, but if your question is something that needs to show up in the messaging, it will. We only do the questions if you do a $5 donation. Like I say, Spirit wants to answer, we will. Okay. Coming into this reading, I'm getting the King of Wands for you. This is that powerful king that always taking charge of his kingdom, moving in that fire energy, has opportunity coming his way, and he's creative, he's knowledgeable, and he rules business and his kingdom with that fire energy. He takes chances, he takes opportunities as they arise. And in the center of the reading, though, I'm seeing the devil card. This is somebody that's either trying to suppress you or distract you or try to tell you what to do and how to do it. Don't follow into that trap. You work forward in your energy with that night, with that creativity, with your knowledge of what you know is right to do, and don't let somebody suppress you or try to take over the direction in which you're going. You're not somebody else's puppet. So move in your own energy and your own thought process, and be aware of those around you that are trying to defeat you or take advantage of you, or trying to move you off what you believe is right. Then it's followed by the Judgment card. By following your own direction, you're going to find your own balance, and you're going to rise above where you are now. It's going to allow you to find that balance and to rise above this. I don't see this as a legal conflict, but I do see this as a growth conflict of allowing you to rise up in that energy. It feels like it's very business related. So it's something that you're going to get achievement from and rise up from. The underlying card of the reading is the Ten of Wands. What the Ten of Wands is telling you is, don't pack your bags, pack all the good things and achievements that you've done in life, and walk away from things that aren't serving you. This is you taking action to move forward into better opportunities. All the things that from the past that you are leaving behind are obstacles that you no longer want in your way. So you're packing the most important things that are valued to you, and you're moving forward with that energy. Do not feel like you're being left out in the cold. I see this as an opportunity of you rising. So whatever's coming towards you, by you taking your action and standing in your own strength and power as you make decisions and not allowing other people to negatively influence you, it's going to move you in the proper direction. And you won't be feeling like you're left out in the cold. You get the Queen of Swords. Now, this is the energy that the Queen of Swords is a queen that doesn't take the BS from other people. She stands in her own truth and her own power and doesn't allow people to bring her down. She doesn't buy into the lies or the manipulation of other people. She stands in her own strength and follows her truth. So you stand in that energy as you're moving forward, and you're going to find success. And then the Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords is the messenger telling you that you will be moving into the light in a positive direction. Listen to the messengers and the opportunities coming your way, and move towards the positive things that you know are right. Stand in that truth and that strength, and it'll allow you to move forward in a very positive light. And that will move you into success. So blessings to you, and I hope that resonates. What did you get, Dean?
Well, I have the center of my reading is the Six of Swords in reverse. This is telling me you need to really you're looking for a better opportunity, but you need to really think about when's the right time to move. It may not necessarily be just now. You might need to sit and wait before it's time to make that to take that journey. But right now, work, do your job. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. I do have the Seven of Swords here, I think you feeling that way in reverse. I think you definitely feel like people are stealing from your energy, I guess. So just be mindful of that. In the final card I do have is Temperance. So this is telling me that you are going to have to be patient and move when the time feels right. That's what I got for you.
Next up is my own screen. I go in a couple of weeks and get my new glasses. That should help a lot. Ascending universal butterflies. I love that name.
Well, starting off, I do see that the center of my reading, I do have the King of Pentacles in reverse. This could definitely feel like the energy, like maybe somebody has let you down, potentially. Somebody that, whether it was help providing for what you're needing at that time, it could definitely be somebody that was not really that had your best interest at mind, or it could be somebody that was only more concerned about them than others, I would say. The underlining card with this is change. It's time for a change. Change could be good, it could be scary. It's all about perspective. Right now, I feel like everything you have, there's no worry. You're sitting on top of the world. Things are moving in your favor, in your direction. And I have the final up with the Queen of Swords. Just stick to your truth and lead by example, and just follow the light. That's what I have. Follow the light. What did you get, Kathy?
Well, I come into the reading with the Ten of Pentacles. That's financial prosperity, financial security. I also feel like you have a lot of family, friends, people around you that are celebrating the holidays with you at this point in time, and it is bringing a lot of joy into your life. So, but your financial security is there. In the center of the reading, I get the Moon card, and what this Moon card, what my guides are telling me is you've been doing a lot of shadow work. Shadow work is work you've done, and things you brought forward from your past, things that you have gone through in this life in the past that you have worked through. You've done the work, you've released yourself from it, and now you're rising towards the moon, towards that light, as you're getting out of that energy from your past that you have conquered. This is allowing you to move forward in a very positive light. And you're the one that is driving your chariot. I get the 7, the chariot card. And you are driving your own chariot now, moving forward into your future in any direction you want to go. You're not holding the reins and forcing the horses to go right or left. You are letting them know which direction you want to go psychically. So you are bringing that fruition towards you. And here's another card that's showing me that you have done that shadow work. Is the 8 of Swords. You're looking in this reflective mirror about things that in the past may have bound you up and stuff, but you've released yourself from that energy. And the crows are giving you that message. Yes, it's time to release things that are no longer serving you and to move forward. So these are no longer obstacles in your life that you have to deal with. You're that King of Pentacles. And I like that you get a King of Pentacles and a 10 of Pentacles. Financial security. You have that financial security, the ability to make money, the ability to provide security to your family and those around you. So stay in that beautiful energy because it is serving you well. You get the Page of Cups. This is the page that's telling you to remember the emotions of other people. This is that emotional card that's delivering you a message that not only do you have abundance, but to help people along the way, to use that emotional side with you, to connect with people and help people move forward in a positive light. And this is, you get the death card. This is not your death. This is the ending of a cycle, and you're going to be stepping into a new cycle in this coming month. So December is going to start your new cycle of where things are going to move on from there. So right now you're just in a really good direction. You're moving in a new direction. You work through all the angst of your past, that shadow work that you have to do, and you are going to be starting a fresh start with a new beginning and new opportunities coming your way. So blessings to you. I like that, the energy. And I like that you're doing this with financial security and you're driving your own chariot. So you're the one that's in control of your life right now. You're not letting people from your past or things from your past control what your actions are now. And I think this is our last reading coming up. Optimistic lovers. I'd like you to introduce you to my friend Dean. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding, Dean. I'm just giving Dean a bad time. Optimistic lover girl.
Okay, what I got for her is I feel like she's kind of like feels at a loss or not in sync or in balance with her partner, or she's had partners that didn't mesh well overall. To me, I honestly think that you really need to take a look about what it is about each individual person that you've been drawn to before and really start to see there usually is a common theme with the people that are normally we attract or that somehow find us, I would say. And in order to break the cycle or a mold, you have to ask the universe for what specifically you want. If you are currently in a partnership with somebody right now, I definitely feel like you need to be opened up because this particular person might be your match. It's just you're not seeing eye to eye yet. Because I do have both the Queen of Swords and the Queen and King of Swords here. The King of Swords is in the reverse position. That's telling me that there might be some animosity, and it usually has to do with communication. Okay, you're definitely gonna have to be the stronger person in this. I feel like, and allow what spirit's telling you, going in a soft approach and not being where he doesn't feel like he might have to be on feeling attacked. Be open and to communicate, but make sure you are doing so delicately. You don't want to go for the jugular and just go attack mode. You just need to open up and allow and to take this basically the softer approach. And the underlining card I do have is the Six of Pentacles. I feel like in reverse. So this tells me that you probably done everything you could do and there was no return back. So again, this is all about communication. And if still after communicating this and you want to try to make it work or whatever this is, you're going, and if it doesn't, then you're going to have to reassess, saying, is this what you really signed up for? Or is this what you really want? And you're going to have to determine what it is about somebody like this that you keep finding yourself getting attracted to. That is what I have for you. What did you get, Kathy?
Okay. That's really interesting because I'm getting sort of like the same type of vibe. The first card into the reading is the High Priestess card. This is your connection with your divine energy, your guides, your higher self, your faith in your spirituality. stick to that energy, because that's what's guiding you. That's the great things that are guiding you. Right in the center of the reading, and I think this is in regards to relationships, you get the Five of Swords. You've been off and on. Again, you've met people. There's aspects of everybody that you've had relationships in your life that you like and that you totally dislike. And this Five of Swords is telling me that it gets frustrating to you because you want to fight to stay in control. You want to be the one that controls your own destiny. You don't want to be with this person out here in the background that you're walking away from, that's trying to lead you in a direction that you don't want to be. You're a fighter. You want to stand in your own strength and your power. If you're a water sign, a Scorpio, a Cancer, a Pisces, but you have that fire energy and that emotional energy that wants you to allow yourself to be that free spirit and move in your own direction and follow that emotional change, because the next card up is the Seven of Cups. There's lots of choices out there. There's lots of fish in the sea, and you're driven emotionally. You want an emotional relationship where you feel in partnership in the relationship. You don't want to be smothered or told what to do. You want to be able to live in your fantasy, but also be in control of what choices you make along the way. And you put those choices out there in fruition. Now, if you are putting that energy out to the world, look at past relationships, like you said, what was good about them and what was bad. You will start seeing patterns of types of people that you tend to date. If you tend to date a guy that's super nice and this and that and the other, but then they turn being suppressive, overbearing, trying to make all the decisions for you, like your thought process doesn't matter, that's not the right guy for you. And if you see that pattern, you look at your past, look at the men in your family, the way men treat women in your family. Are you repeating family patterns and stuff like that? So those are some of the things you can do, is compare past relationships. But the things that you do like about people, like certain levels of success, certain values that they have, things that make you attractive to people, not the negative things, but the good things about them. Put that on your list of things you do want in your life. Don't make the list negative when you put it out there for fruition. Put out the aspects of people that are positive on your list of what kind of person you want to be in a relationship with. You want them to be successful. If you want a self-made man, a self-employed man, or whatever, don't put on there, I don't want an alcoholic. The person you're going to get is an alcoholic, because they don't hear the don't part. So you want them successful. You want them financially secure. You want them to have a good sense of humor. You want them to allow you to respect your opinion and your decisions for your own part of your life. You want them to allow you to have equality in the relationship. Make it positive and put out there what you want in fruition, and attract what you're asking is to bring that type of person towards you. By assessing your past relationships and what wasn't working for you, and making a list of the good things about people that you have been in relationship with, is you want to keep the good patterns there without carrying over and repeating the negative things about people. What is it about people that you've attracted in your past that didn't work out? What is the main thing? What is it that, maybe you like to date bad boys, but bad boys are also tend to be abusive, or, recognize that. And where did that come from in your past? Is there somebody that you really admire in your family but has those tendencies? Or is that a pattern that happens in your family relationships? If you can connect and pinpoint, work through that energy, you're going to quit attracting it towards you. So that's one positive way to go through it. The underlying cards of the reading are telling me that you have a really good foundation with this Four of Wands. That's that fire energy, the knowledge. You have the ability to have a great foundation and move forward with that beautiful energy. So trust in your knowledge and your experiences, because that's what makes you strong, and that's what gives you a great foundation. You also have a lot of abundance. You can provide for yourself. You have a lot of abundance in your life. Good things come towards you, and you celebrate that energy. This also is your ability to be quite sensitive to people's and your emotions and the emotions of others around you. Chances are you have empathic abilities too. You feel the emotions around you, you feel for them. Don't get stuck in trying to fix other people though. When you're, and that may be an aspect you do, is you meet people that and then you try to fix them. That may be an aspect you keep on getting caught up in. If that's something you do, trying to fix people, trying to make them something you want them to be, you're going about it in the wrong direction. You don't want to imagine or make somebody what you want with the Seven of Pentacles. You want that emotional, supportive energy, the options. So be aware of those kind of patterns too, because when you get in a relationship with somebody, you get in a relationship with who they are. Your job is not to recreate them so that they become what you want them to be. If that's the aspect you're going through, you're in the wrong direction, girl. Okay. You are a Queen of Swords. You stand in your strength, your power, that fire energy that you have, that warrior. You're not going to take a bunch of BS from relationships. You see through them. Use that warrior energy to cut through them with a knife. You do not have to be in a relationship where somebody tries to overpower you and try to change your way of thinking. You want somebody that's compatible with you, that respects your stand and your energy, that you're moving forward and doesn't give you a big BS story on the way through. We don't play those games. No. There are options out there with the Two of Pentacles. You do have options coming at you. Use your creativity, your knowledge, your experience to make decisions. Follow your heart, the positive things in your heart, not negative aspects from other relationships. You also need to cut ties from your other relationships and not bring that forward of doing a constant comparison of this person did this person did that. You're not dating the same persons. You may be dating the same patterns, but not the same person. So when you're making a decision of what your next move is, follow your heart and make what's going to be right for you. You get the Page of Wands. This is that telling you, don't sit in the wings. Do take action, move forward. It's creativity, it's knowledge, it's enjoyment. Enjoy life as you march through it. You have that fire energy to celebrate and move forward in this. But you are on your life's path. You are going to find that special someone in your life and move forward into great energy. I do see that the relationships that you build you're moving in the right direction, heading towards good relationship and fulfilling your life path. So with the World card. So blessings to you. Keep up the good work. Don't allow yourself to be in that relationship where somebody's trying to control you, make decisions for you, or change you. Nor should you be doing that for other people. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope that's helpful. And I want to thank everybody for coming in. I will be on tomorrow to do oracle readings with my postcard from spirits and probably some quick readings. Also, I'll be pulling some surrender cards for people. Those are my two favorite oracle decks. I've been looking at some new oracle decks. I just haven't been buying. I'm not shopping over this Black Friday, Cyber Monday period of time. Nor can I afford to. It's going to be slim picking Christmas for me. So anyways, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening and good tomorrow. And I will be back on at 2:30 tomorrow. I'm going to push it back to 2:30 because for some reason I'm moving slow this last couple of weekends. It's taking me, to get moving in the morning. I think it's the cold weather. I'm going to blame it on the cold weather and the time of year. I tend to have a little bit of problems with depression. My best friend stopped by. I hadn't seen her in a couple of weeks, and she came over just stressing out terribly after putting on all the Thanksgiving. She's the only girl in her family, and she bought and made dinner for her brothers and her mom, and then got put down the whole time she was there and unappreciated. And she was just panicking when she came over. So we sat and talked for probably about an hour or so. And she goes, I'm just going to go home and I'm going to take a long bath and go to bed. I said, sounds like a good idea. So don't let the holidays overwhelm you. Don't let family overwhelm you. Try to keep positive spirit. I know times are tough right now, but don't dwell in that toughness. Try to make the best of times with the least amount of effort. That really worked for me yesterday because I spent all day yesterday procrastinating Thanksgiving. When I finally sat down, threw it together, literally threw it together, did not put a overload of energy like I usually do. And it ended up turning out a fantastic dinner that I wasn't dying. I didn't have a single load of dishes afterwards. I just, as I put it, it's a keep it simple, stupid method of putting that meal together. And it's just the two of us. And I had jokingly said to Kathleen, if I'd have stopped in a Costco and bought a rotisserie chicken, that's what we would have had because it made sense. But anyways, I'm going to go strip my turkey now so it doesn't get wasted. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, Dean. You have anything to say?
Nope, I'm good.
Are you going to jump in tomorrow with me, or you still got lesson plans to do? I know this is near. You got lesson plans? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Anyways, I will talk to you tomorrow, and I will be on tomorrow at 2:30. So blessings to everybody, and have a good evening.
Bye.
Indeed.